Okay, we're back. We're going to continue one more time on this lesson to look a little bit deeper at compare, contrast, organization. We're going to look at two articles written by two different people that compares and contrasts a certain topic. I'm excited to share this topic with you today because it's about dogs, and I love dogs. Who doesn't love dogs unless you're allergic, I guess? But we're going to go ahead and take a look at those two articles. So first of all, before I give you the articles, let's go over these questions. These are 6 questions that you're going to think about and that you're going to answer once you've read the articles. Okay, so we can't really answer these questions until we've actually read the articles, but let's look at the questions ahead of time so that we kind of know what we're looking for, and so that we recognize what we're looking for in the articles. Okay, so first of all, we're going to compare the two titles of the articles. What topic do they have in common? I kind of already hinted at that. So we definitely want to look at the articles of the titles of the articles. And of course, you can answer these in any order. Notice they're not numbered. Okay, on your student sheet, you have you'll be able to scroll down and you'll actually be able to type this in. Okay, I'm just showing you the questions right now. All right. Next one is you can compare the point of view in which the articles are written. Which point of view do you prefer? And when we talk about point of view, we're talking about first person, I, me, us, we, ours, right? That's first person perspective, first person point of view. And when we're talking about third person point of view, we're talking about he, she, they, them, theirs, things like that. And so the articles are not written in the same point of view. So, and there's no right or wrong answer here, okay? This is your opinion, but it's important for you to think about. It's important for you to have an opinion about which one you like better, because at some point when it's your turn to write, you'll be able to decide, okay, the information I'm writing about, do I want to write about it from my perspective? Like using my words, I, me, mine, ours, us, right? Do I want to write about it from the first person point of view? Or do I want to kind of take myself out of it and just use the third person point of view? So something for you to think about. There's not a right or wrong answer here. I'm just sharing that with you so you can think about it. That's all. So when you come to this question after you read the articles and you're ready to answer it, just think about which style you liked better. And again, there's no right or wrong answer. You just have to explain why, okay? Because this is something writers have to do, right? Writers have to decide, am I writing about it from my perspective, or am I using third person point of view where I'm keeping myself out of it, right? Okay, here's another question to think about. Compare the use of experts like doctors or scientists in the article. Which article seems more scientific, like more factual, right? And which one seems more like a story? Okay, so which article seems more scientific and factual, and which one seems more like a story? How about this one? Compare the use of italics. See that word italics? That's what we call the slanted letters. Compare the use of italics and the bold-faced words and phrases. What feeling does the reader get from the writer because of them? So think about it. What would make you bold-face certain words? What would make you put some others in italics? What is the effect of that? What does it do? Does it help you notice something? Is it like, do you feel like you're being shouted at? Do you feel like the person who wrote it is really excited, and so maybe they bolded it because they wanted it to stand out? What are the italics for? Are the italics showing like an internal thought? Like they're just showing something they thought, or are they sharing something like they're trying to say it without saying it? Like what is the reason? So just be aware of when they use italics and when they use bold-faced words, because that's something you can do too as a writer. Of course, you want to explain the main idea of each article, right? The main idea. And then you're going to want to determine which details are the most important ones. Like, how do you determine which details are important? Which details actually support the main idea of each article? So we'll come back to these questions. Of course, you'll want to come back to the questions when we're finished. But let me show you how to access the articles, okay? So this is your student instruction sheet. There are several ways to access the articles. First of all, you can type this short link. You can type it right into a browser, right? I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell, okay, kind of what all of it is. Let's see if I can make it as big as I can. Okay, that's a little bit easier to read, right? So that's for one article. Let me just back up here. See, I'm editing as I go. It does not have to be perfect the first time around. Okay, we're all learning here. And then here's the article. Here's the link for the second article. So the first article is called Dogs Bond with Owners Just by Looking. The name of the second article is How Dogs Choose Their Favorite Person. Okay, so you can type in that exact address. You could even do a search by typing in the exact title. You could also scan the code right here with a phone or with an iPad, either way. So let me go and open these up for you. I'm going to double click on that. Now on yours, you probably cannot click because it's a video, but you can definitely type that in. You have to type it in exactly or it's not going to come up, right? So be very careful, okay? All right, so here's the first one. Okay, dogs bond with owners just by looking. So this is the one that you're going to go to and you're going to read it. See, it's not very long, right? That's it. Okay, the second article that you're going to go to, and I'm showing you this because if you type it in or if you type in the title and something comes up and you're not sure if it's the right article, I want to make sure you know what it looks like. And then here's the other article. How do dogs choose their favorite person? How do dogs choose their favorite person? And there's some advertisements and things you have to kind of scroll through, but that's okay. It's not a very long article either. It's an interesting article. And so if you have dogs at home, it'll be interesting to see what you think about this too. Okay, so that's it. You're going to go and read those 2 articles, and then you're going to come back. You're going to come back to these questions, and you're going to answer these questions, and then that is it for our compare contrast lesson.